Welcome to G.L.C school. So the continuation of our discussion, we're now looking at preparation of alkenes, and it's the last segment and their uses, of course. So on the preparation of alkenes, so this discussion is on organic chemistry. So the two ways. The first way, we'll talk about hydration, not hydration, but dehydration. Dehydration. What are we dehydrating? We're dehydrating alcohol. So alkenes can be prepared by using this method. Now what you are saying is that when an alcohol is dehydrated, it means water has been extracted from it. And this process, of course, we understand that it uses a dehydrating agent. In this case, we'll use concentrated sulfuric acid, which will have the ability and the power to extract water from alcohol. So, in a quick way, let's say, if I have this alcohol, we have ethanol, then we'll use a dehydrating agent as a catalyst, so H2SO4 sulfuric acid will produce H2H4 plus H2O. So an alkene has been produced. So what we are saying now in a structure, since organic normally focus on the structure, this is our alcohol. So this alcohol, then you have H2SO4. Are we able to see? Okay. Then you'll form this guy. So the guy has been produced, and of course is ferro. So that is how we say. So we have prepared an alkene from alcohol dehydration. That's a simple way. The second one, the second method, we'll look at cracking. Second one, we'll look at cracking and alkane. Cracking is a process of breaking a large complex compound into smaller and simple ones. That's cracking. So this one will focus on the catalytic cracking. From the word catalyst, so this process uses a catalyst that will speed up the rate of chemical reaction for the process to be fast. So under catalytic cracking, we'll just say it uses a catalyst. So e.g., we can use aluminium oxide, which is Al2O3. We'll talk about that one more under organic, under extraction of metals. Okay, so example we can look at, for example, in a cracking, let's crack the largest alkane which we have, Let's use C, okay, C10, H10 times 224 plus 222. It's a solid compound. So when I crack this one, the thing is this. Since I want to prepare an alkene, I want to produce an alkene. So I need to understand what product will be moved or will be extracted, will be cracked, will be taken out from this one for me to form an alkene. Any alkene, of course, you need to balance what you are going to crack, because the product I'm going to produce here must add up to form this mother. So let me start with a simple one. Let's extract ethane, C2, then H4. This is my alkene. Plus, what else will be producing? Am I going to produce another alkene or alkane and alkane? So first thing, I want to have two products. So I will think like this. Since I have 10 here, and out of 10, I've moved 2, it means I've remained with 8. So C8. Since I have 22 and I've removed 4, it means I've remained with 18. So this is my product and this is my product. So you need to understand again, how are you going to identify if this one is an alkene and this one is an alkane? So how do we identify this? So for us to identify this, we do this. You need to think like someone who's in an exam. Logically, it happens like this. Alkene, their formula is CnH2n. Alkane, it is CnH2n plus 2. So if you want to know that this is my alkene, which is unsaturated and which changes the color of orange bromine to colorless as a chemical test, you need to get these 2 and divide by this one. It needs to give you 2. When the answer is exact 2, know that this is my alkene. But if you use this one and divide here, you're going to have 2 and remainder. Just know that this is my an alkene. So for example, we have 4 hydrogen over 2 carbons are going to get 2. But for this one, you have 18 hydrogen and 8 carbons. You're going to get 2 point something, because 16, they're going to have a remainder of 2. So the moment you're going to get a remainder, know that this is my alkene. These are saturated, the one with a single bond. That is how we identify. So even in an exam, if they give you diagrams, then they'll ask you to say, identify which element or which compound, of course, a compound, because there are 2. Which compound can decolorize bromine solution? Means they are asking to say, alkene, their identity test is to decolorize. Now, because they are able to decolorize, now identify from these compounds which one will decolorize. So they will give you the structural formulas, of course, or maybe the condensed formulas. So if they give you that, go by this. Just count the number of carbon and the number of hydrogen. Enter, then divide the number of carbons and hydrogen. If the answer is 2, know that that one is an alkene, it can decolorize. If it is leaving a remainder, know that this one is an alkane, the one with single bond is cannot decolorize. That is how we identify. So we have prepared an alkene by using catalytic cracking. So this is how we identify an alkene, and this is how we crack. So this one is a simple and smaller one and very reactive compared to this one. So we'll talk more about cracking when we talk about the fractional separation of crude oil using the fractionating tower by the process called fractional distillation, where different boiling points produce product different temperature. So thank you for watching. Alkenes, we are done. We have done the structural, making chemical formula, condensed formula, chemical properties. Yes, chemical properties. We looked at combustion and additional reaction. Under additional reaction, we looked at hydration, hydrohalogenation, as well as what? Halogenation. Yes, 4. Then I've talked about how to prepare alkanes using cracking and dehydration of alcohol. So go and look at the uses of alcohol, the uses of alkenes. One of it is used in ripening fruits. For example, if you buy bananas, then if you want to prepare them, for example, if you want to sell bananas on Monday, today is Tuesday, today is Saturday. So what you're going to do is that you're going to get ethane and put in that ethane gas, put in that bananas. Tomorrow they will be ready. Then Saturday, Monday you can sell them. That's one use of these. All right, thank you for watching. So if any colleagues want to join our online lessons, please notify us in that comment section, and we'll help you where possible. So next time, under organic chemistry, I'll post a video which will talk about alcohols, their preparation, how to write the chemical formula, isomerism, as well as structural formula and condensed formula. So we'll be learning organic chemistry in bits like this. So go in the past papers, search for the questions, try to apply the same knowledge. Of course, these videos will help you. Thank you so much for watching.